let's change it up a bit. Let's talk about security in practice. A real-world example. Let's talk about swatting. Warning. I'm not looking to spread FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Don't panic. This is just good information. Swatting attacks have been in the recent headlines. So what is swatting? Well, it's basically a harassment technique, but it's quite serious as it involves generating a fake call to law enforcement, which then in turn responds against a target victim under false pretenses. Just cause. Sometimes swatters just do it as a prank. Think about calling 911 and reporting a violent emergency. I don't need to elaborate on the seriousness of this action. Yes, it is a crime, and yes, it can be deadly. Why would people do this? Because they're arseholes, and they can. This action goes hand in hand with another term, doxing. What is doxing? Doxing is a practice of discovering someone's personal information, addresses and phone numbers, and sharing that information publicly. The end goal is to disrupt the person's privacy. Why would people do this? Hashtag arsehole. Don't look that up. You might be wondering how swatters hide their identity. It's somewhat easy to spoof caller ID. You can swap a SIM card, you can use TTY machines. There are apps and websites there that will do it for you. Alexa, what do you think of swatters?
People who call in a swatting attack are just nasty, despicable, real scum of the earth people, otherwise known as assholes.
Recent swatting attacks have even leveraged compromised smart home devices, security cameras and doorbells. A lot of these have voice capabilities. They can actually interact with the authorities when they arrive at your home. This really legitimizes the attack. Yep, I hate people too. So what can you do? Well, a lot of the things that we keep talking about, but here's a few more considerations. Maintain your online privacy. Don't unnecessarily divulge your personal information. This is how folks can gain your identity and your location. Change those default passwords. Choose complex passwords. Don't share those passwords across your accounts or devices. Son of a! Use two-factor authentication across your accounts, especially your smart home cloud-based devices. Use the Authenticator app for extra bonus points. Do you know if you have embedded geolocation in your photos? Do you tag your location in your social media posts? Maybe don't.
Hello, I'm fine. Thanks.
Not now, Russia! Keep those devices up to date and apply those patches. Don't let your mobile devices out of your sight. Remember, access to your phone and or email is a pathway to resetting your password or getting direct access. VPNs. It'll keep your IP address private, but that's a whole other episode, and it may involve a paid-for service. Take a moment and review your social media status and or updates. Maybe pull back some of that information. Dear heavy metal IT guy, do you trust the news on social media? Hells yeah! If it's on the internet, it must be true. Now where's that sarcasm font?